Oh my god, I don't even know how to start this video. Um, so I made a video talking about my disorder that I have. If you haven't seen the video, you can go and try to find it, but I'm basically going to tell you what it is right now, so you really don't have to go watch that video. But I have attention deficit hyperactive disorder, or as we all know it as ADHD or ADD. With me, ADHD, they basically said ADHD, but I mean, and mine isn't the one where, actually, it kind of is. I get distracted real easily, but also I cannot sit still for no reason. I mean, I can sit still right now, but see, I'm moving, and like I look around the room a lot, and sometimes I'll be hyper and I'll start jumping up and down for no reason. That's just like what we ADHD people do. We can't stay still. Like when I talk, I have to use my hands and things like that because it feels weird if I don't. Um, but one thing that I hated about having ADHD was that no one really understood me, and because of that, I got bullied a lot. I went to two different schools, and my old school before I went to my high school, my old school was a Christian school, and so you would think being in a Christian school, you know, people would be more nice, but that's just an understatement. They're not. They're A lot of them were assholes. I got bullied a lot because people would think that I was staring at them, but I wasn't staring at them. I doze off all the time, and sometimes when I doze off, I'm looking at someone, and I can't control that. And so people would, talk about me as this weird girl that stares. And my best friend Victoria was able to overlook that, and that's why me and her are best friends till this day because she knows I have ADHD. She actually knows about a lot of things I have. I also have strabismus, so when I get really excited, this eye, I believe it's this eye, it goes inward, and she knows about that, and it doesn't bother her. And I'm trying to like control that because it's kind of weird, when you're at a party and you get excited and your eye goes inward. It's kind of awkward. But and for me, it happens when I'm excited. I know there's going to be those people that are like, oh, strabismus doesn't happen when you're excited. But for me, that's the only time that my eye ever goes inward, when I'm really excited. So that's just me. But after my Christian school, so I went to the Christian school, kindergarten through 8th grade. And then I went to a public school for high school. And that was, oh my God, I was not expecting what happened. It was, I feel like it was worse at Lincoln than it was at Brookside, honestly, because kids that go to public school, they're raised in the ghetto, so they don't care who you are. They'll make you feel so bad about yourself to the point where you want to kill yourself. And a lot of them, I could tell, were kids that were bullied. I got bullied by a fat girl. I'm not going to say her name, but I got bullied by a big girl. Basically, what happened was she called me a name, so I called her a name, and she got so offended, and she went and told all her friends. And because because I was new to the public school, everyone went to school together. So everyone knew each other but me. So I got bullied a lot. I lost a lot of friends because of her, because they didn't know me. So obviously they're going to be on her side, not my side, even though she started it. She called me the name first. And I just remember crying because I had met a friend, and I thought for sure I was going to have like a real friend. And I'm sorry. And that bitch took her away from me. And I mean, I managed to make new friends, but it was just like it was only my freshman year when I lost her. That's your first year of high school. For those of you who don't live in the U.S., your freshman year is your first year. Um, and I remember because I had made plans to invite her to my birthday party, and then literally not even like 2 or 3 months being in school, I lost her. And I remember just being so devastated and just crying. And that's not even the worst. Like, I got bullied for my size. I remember I was walking, so my high school has two cafeterias, two lunchrooms. I don't know what you guys call them where you're from, but in the US, they're just lunchrooms or cafeterias. I was walking out of one of the cafeterias, and one of the girls thought it would be funny to bully me, and so she said, "Oh," and so my high school is actually a middle school across the street that there actually are some high school classes on, and so she was like, "The middle school is that way," basically making fun of me. That's why I'm like so insecure about myself because I don't even look like my age. And it makes it so hard to go out in public, and especially because I date guys that are older than me. It's kind of, I don't want to get them arrested, you know what I mean? Because I look like I'm like 13 when in reality I'm not. I'm like 19. It's just, oh, it's so frustrating to me, you guys. And you know, I've been used before. I've been, you know what I mean? I've been bullied a lot, and especially in high school because I've actually got bullied so bad where the teacher wasn't even on my side. Um, like, and it was hella dumb too. We got into a fight over a fucking poster because so I called my friend Brittany's poster. I called her name. Now Brittany's my friend. So when I was calling her poster ugly, whatever, I wasn't fucking meaning it. I was joking, and she knew I was joking, and she even knew that it was towards her. And and in my school, they swear they're anti-bully, but I feel like it's full of shit. They try to have peer mediation when it's like two older high school students sit you down with your bully and you try to talk it out, and that shit doesn't work because no one fucking listens. And after you leave, they're gonna bully you again. They don't give a fuck. And what really sucks is that if you defend yourself, say you get punched in the face, if you punch back, then you get in trouble as well, not just a bully. If you try to defend yourself, you get in trouble. How is that anti-bullying? Are you serious? Like, and like if a bully were to call you a name and you call them a name back, it's not considered bullying at my school. And so there were so many times where I would come home crying, and my mom would try to go to school and tell them they wouldn't do shit. Like there was one time when I was crying, and so my mom, you had to write a note to the principal about what happened, and I was crying so much, so my mom read it for me, and because she read it, they wouldn't view it because I had to write it. Like that's the kind of school I went to, and it just drove me crazy. And I don't know if there's any videos on my channel, on this channel, but on my other channel, I posted a lot of depressing, suicidal videos. I used to be really suicidal. I used to have really bad insecurities about myself. When you can even ask my ex-boyfriend Adil, like it was really bad, and it's irritating that I was born this way. Sometimes I wish that I could be born differently without ADHD, without all this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I look at myself in the mirror and I'm not happy with who I see, and I don't know what the fuck to do because I know that my boyfriend loves me, but my boyfriend doesn't see my whole body. He only sees like my face, unless I send him a whole body picture. You know what I mean? So it's like it's irritating me because like that's my biggest fear about dating online is what if I meet the person in person and they don't like me and they think I'm like a child or something. You know what I mean? I actually had a guy on Tinder ask me to verify my age because that's how young I look. Like, are you serious? Like, I went on a date with him, and he was like, "Do you have like an ID?" And I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, I don't lie about my age. Like, it's just irritating, and I don't know what to do. Um, and I'm really grateful that I have Deb in my life because he's just amazing, and I don't know if he knows about my whole like situation. I don't know if I told him. I think that's probably one of the big things that I'm going to have to tell him is that my past and how I tried to kill myself a long time ago. I don't know if I told him or not, but I will tell him eventually. Um, I always feel the need to tell the people that I'm dating about my past because I don't want, just in case something happens and I do kill myself. I'm not saying that I want to kill myself or that I will kill myself, but sometimes things happen and you get so depressed to the point where you can't take it anymore and you try to end your life. I want them to at least be prepared so that way if they walk in and they see me, they could stop me. Or, if I text them and I'm like, I'm done with my life, or whatever, they can, do whatever they can to stop me. That's why I'm saying that. Um, I'm not a depressed person, obviously, but I really honestly think I didn't have a good high school experience. And on top of that, even the teachers were fucking bitches. Miss Carol, literally, like, I swear to God, I think she tried to have me stay in her class. She tried to have me not graduate because she was always like emailing my dad lies, telling my dad that I wasn't working in her class. First of all, how would you know? You don't even get your fat ass up off the desk. All you do is sit there and drink your big gulp. So how the fuck would you know what the fuck I'm doing? Like, are you serious? Like, and then I went to go get a pencil from my bag, and my bag's on the floor. So, you're gonna bend over it. I don't have long ass arms. I'm a little fucking person. And because I bent down a certain way, she thought that I was talking about her. Like, what? Are you kidding me right now? The fact that she's married, I don't honestly don't think she'll be married long, honestly, because if you treat your husband like that, you're out. Like, anyway, if you guys are wondering why I'm like bringing up such depressing times, I was watching this video on YouTube about these two kids. This person interviewed two kids, and one had ADHD and one didn't. And the one with ADHD was basically me. She didn't have a lot of friends. She was bullied. She didn't like school. Now, luckily for her, she did have siblings. I literally am by myself. So, when anything happens, I go through by myself. When my parents got a divorce, it was just me. So, that was really hard for me because I didn't really have anyone to talk to. My best friend, her parents are still married. So it's kind of hard to talk to her about it. And I mean, I do have friends now that are divorced, that have parents that are divorced, but back in the day at my Christian school, I didn't really have friends that had parents that were divorced. But if you go to a public school, most likely you're going to find at least, I bet money, you find at least one person that has parents that are divorced. My friend Taylor kind of has the same relationship with her dad that I do kind of with my, I actually don't know because I actually like both my parents, but sometimes like it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So she kind of understands it. But I just like saw this little girl talking, and you could tell that she wanted to cry. And I was just like, wow, like to know that this is what we ADHD people go through. Now, I'm not trying to say maybe you have ADHD and you have hella friends. That's you. You're lucky. You're blessed. But what I went through and what this little girl went through was the same thing. So I don't know. I mean, that's why I think it's easier for me to make friends online versus like going out and making friends in person because I feel like in person they see you. Online they see from here to here. They don't see my fat stomach. They don't see my fat thighs, and they don't. If I do doze off, I'm looking at them, so they're not thinking that I'm like you look because you look at them the whole time when you video chat with them, right? So if I were to doze off, you would probably never guess that I doze off. Why does this eye look weird and sad? Anyway, I don't know what's going on with the side, but I just kind of wish I could be normal because this is not normal. And I've always remembered like taking pills for all this stuff, and it didn't really help. I mean, it helped, but it just made me sick. Like, I don't know, those of you who take ADHD pills, you'll probably understand you have no appetite. And for me, they were always switching my pills up because certain pills gave me certain side effects. So they were trying to find a pill that didn't have many side effects to it that I could take. And because for me, if I have a stomach ache, if I have a headache, it's going to distract me. I'm going to be like, fuck. Especially if it hurts really bad. And especially as you get older and you start getting your period, if you have a stomach ache and you have cramps, oh my God, that shit hurts. I'm telling you guys, that shit fucking hurts. So they were trying to find pills that didn't have as many side effects so that way I could concentrate more. So my pills are always being switched up. So, I mean, I tried Focaline, Adderall. I mean, what else did I try? I tried a couple other pills that I can't think of right now. But I tried a lot of pills. And so it's kind of weird. And I just kind of wish sometimes I wasn't born because I feel like I'm such like I feel like my own parents don't like me because my best friend, she's in college and she's getting good grades and she's has a job, and I'm in college but I don't go to campus. I do online classes because that's how antisocial I am. And um my parents kind of, I feel like they are really sad at me because I usually people my age drive. I don't want to drive. Like I don't know why. Every time I try to, get behind the wheel, I'm scared, and just the feeling of you controlling a car and having it, I don't know, it scares me. And I don't know. And my mom was kind of been getting on my ass about getting a permit, and I don't know, like I do want to drive, but with my disorder, I just don't know. You know what I mean? Like, am I going to have to start popping pills again just to drive a car? You know what I mean? Because literally, I get distracted so much, and it's just I don't know. But I just wish sometimes I could be normal because you go on Instagram and you see all these beautiful girls with a perfect body, and then you look at yourself and it's like, what the fuck happened? Like, why don't I have that body? And obviously, my boyfriend loves me. He loves my body. He tells me every day. I actually told him the other day, my boyfriend loves my ass for some reason. I don't know why, because I don't even have an ass, basically. Like, it's just fucking fat because I'm fat. And I was telling him, like, I hate my ass because I have hair on my butt. I know this is TMI. But being an Indian, like, I literally have hair everywhere. So, like, I don't know if you can tell, I have hair on my arms as well. So I was telling him, like, I hate my butt. Like, it's fucking hairy, and, like, it's not even a big butt. And he was like, your ass is perfect. Don't say that. I'm like, sometimes I wonder if people are blind because I'm not fucking a model. I'm not pretty. I don't have the big boobs and the big ass and a nice skinny body. You know what I mean? And it's just, I don't know. It's irritating. I don't know if I should start taking like antidepressant pills. If I start feeling this way more often, then I'll make an appointment with my doctor because I kind of don't want to end up where I was when I was in high school. Because let me tell you guys, and it wasn't like a big ass like suicidal person. I didn't have like the big ass cuts on my wrist. I wasn't really into that. I mean, and when I did cut myself, it was little cuts because I didn't want my parents to see it because my mom, I would post like suicidal stuff and someone would see it and show it to my mom, and then my mom would freak out and, oh, if you keep talking about this, I'm gonna put you in therapy, and I don't want to go to therapy. That's depressed people don't want to talk about their feelings to no one. You know what I mean? Like, to me, that makes it worse. The fact that no one around me wants to talk to me about it, I have to go to a random stranger. That's not gonna help me. Like, I'm telling my friend right now. And what a lot of people don't understand, and I'm saying this from my perspective, if you're a bully and you're bullying someone, I just want you to realize that your words impact some people, and some people are already suicidal. And so when you come to them and you tell them that they're ugly or you bully them, you never know what you could say to them could have them kill themselves. Like, seriously, like, it surprises me, how many people are out there bullying people online or to their face. And honestly, I feel like bullies should be charged with murder. If someone kills themselves because you said to kill themselves or because you were bullying them, you need to be charged with murder because you're the reason that they died. Really. That's what I feel like. I always told myself, like, if I'm gonna kill myself, I'm gonna make sure that the person that I'm mad at goes to jail for what they do to me. But I'm not that type of person. And a lot of people actually ask me why I always do like online dating because I literally know no one here. And I actually tried to do Tinder to find someone here, but it was all for sex, all this and that. And I'm just not. really about that right now, you know. That's just not me. I was raised by a Mormon father and a Muslim mother, so like, you know what I mean? And but you would think being a Muslim you wouldn't cheat. But my mom cheated anyway, so I don't know. I don't know why I even bring religion into it because religion doesn't mean shit in this family, so yeah. I don't want to make this video longer than it really is, so I'm gonna go. But um, yeah, just comment down below if you feel like it. Don't worry about me. I'm not doing this like princess games where I'm getting depressed and cutting myself for attention and all that shit. That's not me. I'm not doing this for attention. This is truly like what I feel, and this is something that I've been dealing with for a really long time. And I wish my other channel was up so that you could see a lot of the videos that I posted. I'm pretty sure there's probably a couple videos on this channel, but I'm not really sure. Might have to go look. But yeah, this is me. So please don't comment below and say that I'm doing this for attention because I don't do this shit for attention. This is me. If I was going to do something for attention, it'd probably be the opposite. I would probably be like topless or something. You know what I mean? Just saying. So yeah, thank you for watching this video, and yeah, bye.